Hello everyone, I'm Brooke, and today I'm going to present my major project for material thinking. At first, I'm going to introduce two of my chosen materials, soil wax. Soil wax is a vegetable wax derived from soybean oil. The beans are washed, split, dehulled, and rolled into flakes after harvested. After that, the oil is extracted from the flakes. Soil wax is mainly used for container candles since it has a low melting point. People rarely sell pure soil wax candle, and the fragrance will be added into the wax when manufacturing the candles. Toilet tissue. It is primarily used for personal hygiene after defecation. It will also be used to remove makeup, cover toilet seats, cleaning mirrors, or package material. Toilet tissue is essential in our daily life because we use it to wipe and clean after using the toilet, either pooping or releasing body fluids. We also use toilet tissue and wrap things to keep or to trash and to clean other surfaces. Then I'm going to go through some of the basic experiments I did on assessment 1, which contribute significantly to my final design outcome. It helps me solve a lot of technical problems when I start making my project. What I learned from assessment 1 is the color of soil wax could be changed by crayon. And if I dip the tissue into the wax, the tissue will become waterproof and the surface will become harder than before. The experiment of mixing toilet tissue pulp and white glue proves that the mixture could be used as the raw material of sculpture because the mixture of glue and tissue will become very hard after it is completely dry. Then I did more research about these two materials. I noticed that the wax paper is a good combination of using my chosen materials. Although it is paper, not toilet tissue, it inspires me for my final outcome. The waxed paper could be used in many circumstances, for example, in food preparation or flower packaging. But what surprised me is that it is a significant material for ancient Chinese lantern. Then I did more research about ancient Chinese lantern and understand the importance of lanterns to Chinese people in the context of culture and tradition. Although there is no longer a practical need for Chinese lanterns for lighting nowadays, they are still used and made by the Chinese during critical events. Because in ancient China, wax and paper were used to make lantern shades and covers. I want to make a lamp shade that keeps not only Chinese tradition, but also has modern forms of use. The color I choose for my design is red and gold. In Chinese culture, the red symbolizes fire, good fortune, and joy. Gold symbolizes wealth and prosperity. Together, they are used to spread the message of good fortune. This is how social materiality applies to my object. The shape is considered to be a good connection between modern and tradition. The red and gold color remind people of Chinese culture, and the material I use is the ones of making traditional lantern. Then I start making my Chinese lantern lamp. It has three parts: base, inner structure, and lampshade. The base of the lamp needs to be solid, so I will mix the paper pulp and white glue, which is similar to the experiment I did in assessment 1. I used mini juicer to break the tissue into pieces and soak them into water for a day to soften the pieces. After that, I poured the water out and the wet pulp will separate into small balls automatically. The white glue and starch will help the pulp stick together. Then it's time to build the shape. I add the LED electronic component and wait for it to dry. It really takes a long time, so it is a good choice to make the base at first. The second part I made is the inner structure. I bought a 18 cm long acrylic tube to help me set up with the shape. I stick the toilet tissue layer by layer on the tube, and the thickness is about 3 to 4 millimeters. It will become completely dry after 2 days. Then it's time to separate the tissue surface from the tube, as you can see in the step 5. It takes me the most of the time on making the lampshade. I repeat the process of twisting the toilet tissue for hundreds of times, and after that, each tissue sticks will be soaked into melting soil wax for dyeing them red. Since wax is not strong enough to be used as an adhesive, here I used hot glue to stick the twisted tissue on the prepared inner structure until they cover every corner of the surface. I tried if the lampshade works, but the initial version looks so weird. Therefore, I color the inner surface in red to reduce the contrast between the paper structure and the twisted tissue. As you can see in picture 4, it looks so much harmonious and less translucent. Finally, I decorated the surface with gold to make it has a three-dimensional and beautiful look. Here is the final outcome. It is a 21 cm high and 10 cm wide lamp. It could be used as decoration in the living room and also could be used as nightlight on the bedside table. Thank you for watching.